Hey guys, Klunga here, and welcome to Operation Overhaul according to the community. In one of my more recent videos, I asked any content creators to make a video on Operation Overhaul, whether it's negative or positive. I didn't care. Just make it and let me know, and then I will have a video and mention you in it. And there's two reasons to this. One is because I want to spread the word about Operation Overhaul, and the two is I want to grow this community, the World of Tanks community, and by doing that, we also need to grow the YouTube community. And so I figured if I can get some of these players, some of these YouTube content creators to get their channels to grow just a little bit, that'll hopefully be enough to give them kind of this boost, this jump start on their channels. Because this is something that we also need to grow if we want to grow the World of Tanks population over on the game itself, is we need to grow the YouTube channels, because a lot of the YouTubers have stopped posting. Like Captain Beardface, I don't think has posted in a long time. Mad Friday hasn't posted in a long time. Sins quit. The Beard guys obviously quit a long time ago. Retro Jules has gotten less. He's been posting less. So we definitely want to make sure we can get this World Tanks YouTube community back up where it needs to be. So that's what this is all about. And so shoutouts to Crossdust, SpaceBANDIT, Speedster202, JayNsilentBoom, Jonathan Hillary, GrizzKoo Gaming, Silent D, Mickel Deblois, Retro Jules, MollysMoshing TankCrew, Limoncello, Harmonic Fire, Slapfish Jr, Emerald Alec, Gamer Dan, Spyro 2486, CheapstoneGD, J Spring, Unearthly Zombie, Panzer Beef, Crow72 to be determined. He hasn't posted one yet, but he said he will. I don't have a reason to believe he won't. Koala Mentality and AnjoDoDestino. Thank you guys for making these videos, and I will have a link to all of these guys' videos in the description below, or their channels if they don't have a video up yet. And I will also have a playlist called Community Operation Overhaul, where each and every one of these videos are going to be in there, including my original Operation Overhaul video. So you can just watch through them if you would like to and figure them out. And there are some quality videos in here. Like, there are some people out there who can really edit and I think deserve some more subscribers for sure. But let's just go in order here. I've already watched them all, or at least parts of all of them. Most of them are in support of Operation Overhaul. Some of them not so much, but that's fine. Like I said, this is for you to get your own opinions. I think there's two of them who aren't really in supportive of Operation Overhaul, and that's fine. But here we go. Let's start things off with the Crossdust.
We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the sea.
A little look at my content, and if you do enjoy it, then please consider liking and subscribing. It would mean the world. I'm trying to grow this channel, and I need all the help I can get, trust me. So, in anticipation, thank you very much for hitting that like and subscribe button. So today's installment then, well, I've got two. I've got two games. This one here with the Leopard BTA.
Let's get to them talking about
the game. So today then, my topic for today is the issues that we've got within the game on the console. And as I've said in previous videos, no game's perfect, it never ever is, but you like to try and enjoy our gaming aspect within the tanking community, for want of a better word. And there's just some things within this game that just drive me insane. For instance, the lag is just atrocious in this game, it's really bad. And also the matchmaking, the lag.
Alright, so you get the general gist that he's definitely on board for Operation Overhaul.
So, yeah.
And that's just the first one. Let's jump into the next. Who else we got? SpaceBANDIT. Everybody likes SpaceBANDIT. If you are a fan of my channel, you already know about SpaceBANDIT. Alright. He is awesome. He's got quality content.
We're not gonna be salty. We're not gonna be negative. We're gonna be positive in this video. You guys know how lately I've been very critical of Wargaming and what they have been doing, and especially my last video about Object 279. That was quite critical, but at the end of the day, in true honesty, the reason we are critical, the reason why I'm critical, is because I really, truly love this game. I really do. I try to stay away from the forums. I try to stay away from being overly negative, although it's not always the case.
This
And
is
why
a good video.
is it
This
that
one
many
I
people
definitely recommend you go
actually
watch.
love this game?
He takes a
Believe it
different
or
spin
not,
on it,
I was hardly
kind of telling
a
them what's
gamer.
good, and you know, and goes from there. And I like that. So he's got a different spin on it, but he's in full support of Operation Overhaul. So I suggest you guys go check it out. I definitely do. It's a good take on the matter for sure. But who we have now? Speedster 202, a newer YouTuber who's doing well for himself, up to 535 subscribers.
As I believe he came up with, I'm not 100%, just an effort to get Wargaming to listen to the players and make some fixes and needed changes to the game. I recommend you go watch Clone Guy's video on it, as I believe he came up with the whole idea. I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't quote me on that, but definitely go check him out.
I will quote you on that.
The plan is to boycott the next reskin premium vehicle Wargaming releases. In his video, Clone Guy uses
a lot of you did, but not many of you at the same time.
And the fact that there are 5 different versions of it. Yeah, 5 versions of the same exact tank. These vehicles are usually released on Tuesdays, so on the day that reskin is released, everyone should boycott the game. Do not log in, do not play the game, nothing. Just don't touch it, leave it alone, act like the game doesn't exist, and do not buy.
So he's very much in support of Operation Overhaul, but unfortunately, you know, even in this video, you hear him talking about, you know, boycotting the game and avoiding the reskin, and you have 129 likes to 2 dislikes, and yet somehow still there's thousands of people who purchased the Eradicator. But there you go. Now we move on to JayNsilentBoom, and I think this is the first one we have. That is very not supportive of Operation Overhaul, but you know, that's fine.
Video about it. Like I watched the video, I get what he's saying, and I love him to death, man. But to be quite honest, it's like this is what my mind immediately went to. Sorry, but I'm a bit of a Disney nerd.
That's completely true, though.
You know,
Except I'm not trying to kill the game, of course, because they have funding for the next 2 years. Like, if they were low on money, doing this would kill the game. It really would. But they have plenty of money right now, so it's the perfect time to do it. That's my take on it. Jonathan Hillary. He doesn't so much talk, he just kind of shows off a bug. Okay, let's check out the bug. Oh, this one I've seen a whole lot of. It's when you check out the packages, I think. Yeah, and it just gets bugged out and you can't do anything about it. And it just stays here. Yeah. I understand this one. Everybody's been talking about this one. I haven't logged in, though, since this tank has come out. Except to sell my artillery units. So I've not experienced this bug yet. But Jonathan Hillary, he says he's in support of Operation Overhaul. Thanks, buddy. What else have we got? Back to this we go. GrizzKoo Gaming is pretty much the top YouTuber in Germany, and he has not yet made an Operation Overhaul video, I don't think. So I'll just link. He said later this week. So maybe this weekend, I think, is what he said. So make sure you stay tuned for that. You know, check him out. But yeah, he's like the top German YouTuber for World of Tanks. So go check him out as well if you're German. So that's for sure. What else have we got here? Silent D. This one's a tougher one. He streams, and so, you know, it takes his time talking about it, and it is what it is if you want to check him out.
Cool.
And I really appreciate. Oh, here's another bug.
See
This one I really appreciate. He took the time to.
Right. That's cool.
No, of course not. He took the time to stream his thoughts on Operation Overhaul. So it's much like a podcast, but you get to watch him play as he talks about it. So if you want to check that out, go for it. You know, just hear an honest tanker's opinions.
We run into.
Yeah, you can tell he's definitely sick of the bugs himself. And you can't blame him. You can't blame anyone for being sick of the bugs, for sure. Mickel Deblois. Jump over to him. I really liked his video on the matter, too. As you can see, I gave it a nice thumbs up. He was very good at explaining his thoughts on the matter.
What not glitches, but like.
Nope, there's a glitch right there. Because he opened his big map.
Etc. etc. Now, what kind of bugs and what kind of issues with the guns am I talking about, and what reskins am I talking about? Well, first off, I can name off quite a few reskins of tanks. You got the Freedom, which is the T26C4 Super Pershing reskin.
So he's naming off reskins, which could take a while.
7 or 2.9 seconds. What I can say is that people who just want to constantly put money into the game will just keep buying these reskins, and they're making it easy for that. Like,
but he's very much in support of boycotting the premiums as well, the reskins, because it's ridiculous. People make it too easy, and if you keep buying them, they're going to keep releasing them and not focusing on the matters. They're not going to focus on the matters at hand if all they're focusing on are their premium reskins, because people are still buying them. So there are so many people who support premium reskins, but they don't realize that if you buy a premium reskin, they're not going to fix the problems, because guess what? They don't need to. This is a company. All they care about is money. So yeah, it's largely our fault that they are still releasing reskins, because we are still buying them, and that needs to stop. Who else we got now? Retro Jules, he had one. This actually came out before my Operation Overhaul video, but he said to use it, and he is very much, you know, and he just talks about the game while driving through.
Everybody's going to get to that stage
the
where
Bovington
they're only going to play
Tank Museum.
their favourite tanks, and they want to increase their crew skills, and everyone's going to get to a summit where they've done everything they can, and they just want to enjoy the game and play. In which case, pouring tanks into the game isn't going to help. This game needs to evolve to look after the player base it's got, and give us some really juicy events, really create some environments where people want to play more and have more interest in the game. So I'm going to cover a few points today. Firstly, I'd like to cover...
If you want to check this out, he's got a nice long video, and he talks a whole lot, all things good. He talks about the game title. He can't stand mercenary tanks, or why they called the game mercenaries. So check that out. He's got a good video on the matter as well. Moving right along, MollysMoshing TankCrew. There we go. 4-minute video, nice and fast, nice and brief.
So, Operation Overhaul, what is it? What's the big deal about it? I don't normally do these types of videos, and I'm sorry, this is all kind of sudden, but this is something that I feel like needs to be talked about and needs to be said.
Starting off, that's nice.
It's basically a huge collaboration between a lot of the content creators, and not just them, but actual players. You know, everyone is sort of asked to be involved in our attempt to get Wargaming to understand that they cannot just push us to the side and continue to ignore us. I've been playing this game for a long time, and I want this game to exist. It is very sad to see it in the state that it is. I want the game to succeed, and the problem is, it's all about money. And we're at the point where people just keep giving them money for premium tanks because they keep putting them out there, and people just keep buying them. And I understand if you're one of those people and you like new tanks, or maybe you have an addiction problem, and some people do. Some people cannot not buy things when they...
It's true. And well, yet again, he's making the same exact points where we need to stop buying things. Otherwise, they're just going to continue to, you know, push out premium tanks. Because, hey, you're still buying them. Here you go. Have some more. Like, if they pushed out premium lines, or not premium lines, new tech tree lines, people would buy premium time. If they pushed out better matchmaking, people would pick up their old premium tanks. If they pushed out better matchmaking, like +1, -1, and they buff some old premium tanks, guess what? People are going to go buy those old premium tanks. Like that, I would recommend a lot more. And if they pushed out like unique skins you could buy, that is nice. That's what something they should do. You know, have one guy working on skins. You can just dedicate one guy to making skins, and he can sell those skins, and that would be really, really cool. But you know, it is what it is. Who are we on to now? Limoncello? Or is it Limoncello? I don't know.
For every tank that comes out, every new tank that's coming out is a reskin, like the Equalizer. It's especially the Equalizer in this game.
It feels like that for sure.
Not buy it. Don't buy the Equalizer.
Yeah, he's for the same thing. And I just wanted to state something. There are some reskins that I'm okay with. Like the Fury is fine. The Panzer, like if they're historical, like they actually exist, existed, that's fine. If they were in comic books, I think that's fine as well. If they were in video games, I think that's fine. You know, if they're in movies like the Fury, I think that's fine. And the Tiger 131, it's a historical version of the Tiger, and it's also in the movie Fury, so that's fine. Of course, they're gonna have another hammer. I'm okay with that. Free reskins, I'm also okay with. Like, they had the hammer that was free. They had the Motherland that was free, and that's all good. That's all well and done. But it is gotten to the point where they've stopped making their own tanks, their own versions of tanks, their own models. And this company doesn't make their own models anymore, and it has gotten annoying. Like, it was, like I said, it was fine. Like, the Boilermaker is cool because it's semi-historically accurate. That's what they actually did to their barrels, and it's also from a comic book series, and same with the Snakebite and the Crafts Panther and all those other things. That's pretty cool because, you know, if you're into those comics, you'll want to play those tanks, right? So that I completely understand. I like those reskins, but they haven't been making those anymore. They've just been literally taking premium tanks that already exist, slapping a new gun on them, and selling them. Or buffing something about them and selling them again. Alright. Harmonic Fire. What have you got for me?
I'm going to try not to swear in this whole... Whoop, over here trying to do the big top contract because I haven't done it yet and I want to get it. Even though it's garbage. Most like the rest of the mercenary tanks are all pretty garbage. But I got the stage 2, and then I'm about to use the machine for stage 3, and then all of a sudden, when I'm in a game with the machine, I see this new tier 8 vehicle, the Equalizer. I said, okay, that's interesting. Then I see it's an artillery.
He's gonna rant about the Equalizer.
And
look, the same thing's gonna happen to him.
The game is so broken, and it can't even...
Yeah, it's the same thing. Welcome. Slapfish Jr. His was different. I wasn't expecting this one from him.
Hello, Slapfish. Like a couple of weeks ago, and he wanted...
And you can tell the community.
A whole bunch of content creators and people to like...
Oh, I didn't mean to dislike it. You can tell that, you know, what he talks about. He says he's gonna buy the Eradicator, and as soon as you say that, boom. People dislike it.
Releasing reskin premium tanks and fixing the bugs that exist in the game right now. So, the first thing I actually kind of want to talk about is the reskin premium tanks. Oh, I am all for this. There's been a lot of reskin premium tanks coming into the game, and it kind of needs to stop. Wargaming needs to focus on fixing the game and like introducing new content. Now, the previous premium tank that was introduced into the game, which was today, and I don't remember
not a tank. It's not a tank.
53 artillery. It's the tier 8.
The Equalizer, aka the rebalancer. It balances you. How cool is that?
It's the premium tank. Yes, it's reskinned. Am I going to be doing a tank review on it? Yes, I am. Why? You may ask. Well, because
I do ask why.
The new artillery that's coming into the game, that's a premium tank, and it's reskinned. A lot of things that a lot of people hate. I know this. But it has a new feature in the game. It's bringing a new
It does have a new feature, the barrage feature, you know. And yeah, that is new, well and done. But the issue, in my opinion, isn't so much the tank and the feature and how good it is, because it's not actually that good. It's very RNG based. It's more RNG based than regular artillery. The issue is not the tank being overpowered or too good. The issue is the principle. The fact that they released it anyway, just to spite us. They literally called it the Equalizer, just to spite other just to spite players who don't like artillery. Like, that's completely bogus, and that's an even more reason not to support this kind of thing. I'm not gonna judge this video. I'm not gonna like or dislike it. It's everybody should have their own opinion, so just allow it. He's all for Operation Overhaul, but he wants to get the Equalizer. I'll let you guys be the judges of that, but I'm okay with that. Like I said, I'm okay with anything you post. Emerald Alec, what do you got for me?
What is up, everybody? It's Emerald Alec.
This is dedication. Guys, this is literal dedication right here. He's like, alright, you want a video? I'm going to make you a video. He pulls out his camera, puts it in front of his TV. He's like, here we go, let's do this. He's on the 360, in fact, too. This right here is the actual definition of dedication.
I'd like to say a little thing about Operation Overhaul and World of Tanks Mercenaries. Hold on.
He's got a commanding voice
get,
too.
serious.
You can tell he's young. He's definitely young, but he's got a commanding voice for his age for sure.
I don't have clips or anything because not much happens to me. Just some very bad RNG with the shots that are not even close. The shots will just disappear and it makes no sense. That is probably the...
Now, technically, he does not need evidence. He does not need to show any evidence about this. The reason being is because so many people have reported the fact that shells are disappearing, shells are missing, shells are not going where they're supposed to. Those are witness reports. If enough people do that, then it should be taken as evidence. And enough people are talking about that, so like that's evidence right there. So you know, Wargaming, hello. You don't need to see the clips, Wargaming. Like, oh, we don't believe you guys. Enough of us are saying it. It's actually happening. We are the witnesses.
Hello, fellow tankers. I'm doing this quick video in direct response
what have you got, Gamer Dan?
to the game we've all grown to love and hate at times. Many of you watch YouTube videos about
Yep,
World of
it's a love-hate
Tanks,
relationship.
If you're watching this video, then you're well aware of Operation Overhaul that was conceived by Clone Guy. As we all know, this game has been having some issues for some time. Lag, ghost shells, delayed gun firing, the matchmaking in general, and the power creep that has slowly affected nearly all old premium tanks.
Also, if you guys are watching these and I don't like your video, it's because I forgot. That's the only reason. I promise you, it's just because I forgot.
This video, I'm going to briefly show you a few screenshots of how matchmaking gets it wrong sometimes. Who knows, 10, 20, 30% of the time. I also want to show you...
Oh, he's got some good examples.
Premium gets manhandled by the community and get this game back on track. On this first screenshot, all the matchmaking had to do was remove 3 tier 8s on our side and replace 3 tier 9s on their side.
They also have an extra 10.
On this next clip, our team has 3 tier 8s.
These aren't even tier 8s. And I understand why he would assume they're tier 8s. Because if you just glance on them at it, you're just going to think they're tier 8s. Because, you know, why? But look, they're tier 7s. This is even worse than what he's reporting. There's just 3 tier 7s thrown into this. Like, hey, welcome to tier 9. Have fun. Like, this is disgusting. This team has a huge disadvantage because of this. Have fun.
No tier 8s. And I think whenever the matchmaking is
let's get to the next one.
Next clip, there's only 10 versus 10.
10 versus 10 is fine because it's low tier. There's not many people playing that, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is disgusting, these guys. I hate these people. Look, it's a 5 versus 2, actually. Yeah, this is bad. The Artie doesn't really count as a tank. So it's 5 tanks versus 2. Good luck. Artie can't do much either in a 10 versus 10. And look, they have an Artie, they don't. So yeah, okay, I see this one for sure. And this one is just ridiculous.
This one, look at that. I don't know how this happens, but 3 versus 3, and that game was really, really intense. Okay, well,
3 versus 3.
Here's the...
And then he shows a clip of the T-14 just getting pulverized by Churchill 3 shooting premium rounds. And it's not so much a case of a tank getting, you know, becoming old. But this tank is old, and it doesn't stand up to anyone anymore. So, it wasn't the best example, but it is an example nonetheless. And he's completely right. This tank is outshined by pretty much every tank that's been introduced at tier 5 since then. Like, this gets to fight against 5-4s. So, yeah. Moving right along. Spyro. Are we almost done with these? Yeah, we're almost done. What have you got for me, Spyro? Oh, okay. I like this. He's got Operation Overhaul. Support Clone Guy. Not support me. Support the community. Let's make this game great again. Oh, there we go. Fix bugs and map rotation. He added map rotation, and I agree with that. Map rotation is bad right now. Enjoy the gameplay and support Operation Overhaul. Very cool. I appreciate that. Who's next? Who have we got now? CheapstoneGD. Coming to you now. He's just showing a bug. I don't know if this is a bug, per se. I almost think this is just a DC from your connectivity here. But maybe this doesn't happen too much, and so this is rare for you or whatever. It could be a combination of both. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some kind of desync going on between both your internet and Wargaming servers, because like the servers are bad. So this could be a mixture of both, for sure. Operation Overhaul. So I'm not gonna say it's not their fault, because it very well could be.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another World of Tanks video.
Now he's got
and
quality.
Put out
content.
gameplay commentaries, and today isn't going to be an exception to that rule because
He's very chill. He's got a good
what I really wanted
voice.
to address today was a little community outreach, Operation Overhaul. The
He's
idea
fast on
that we should get
putting out the fire.
Wargaming to fix their premium shop and how they sell tanks. To
Yes.
the community in here, you know, the pay-to-win aspect of the game.
I really
am
like
in
his
support
content.
of,
I liked his voice.
Operation Overhaul, which is like a little. If you don't know what it is, it's basically.
See, look at these people are saying the same thing.
By the World of Tanks community, it's specifically on console, but it started by the YouTuber Clone Guy, and he just.
Like that's a good radio voice right there. So I appreciate that for sure. Who was that? Was that Unearthly Zombie? Or was that Panzer Beef? Okay.
This is a
Long intro.
particularly good replay, but I just wanted to talk about something that I have noticed since the latest update in World of Tanks, and has been noticed by quite a few other players and YouTubers.
Also, this right here is, my opinion, the most honest review out there. And yeah, I know everybody can be completely honest in the reviews, but he mentions the fact that he's not a very good player. Simple as that. And there are so many people complaining about +1 -1 because, oh, it's no longer challenging, the game's not challenging, blah, 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 blah. It's like, shut up, you're probably a Unicum who likes playing his tier 10 and farms tier 8s, okay? More likely than that, that's not the case. So if you don't like +1 -1, you're probably one of those guys, and I'm just going to assume you are, and you can't change my mind. Good luck. He admits that he is not the greatest of players, and he has a very difficult time fighting tier 10s, and I really, really appreciate that.
Give my 2 cents. I'm not a great player, but I play every day, and just try and do between 5 to 10 matches a day. I'm not great, but I enjoy the game, and I spend money on the game. I don't buy all the premiums, but I buy the ones that interest me, and I buy premium time.
That's a smart way to do it.
I spend a lot of time playing this, and
He actually just hit a T28
it's
there.
important to me. And ever since the latest update, I've noticed quite a few problems. The big one is with matchmaking has been atrocious.
Let's get to where he talks about +1 -1.
8 tank
Oh,
and a
this
tier
is
10
where
match, and it's difficult.
It is. A
You know,
tier 8
I'm
tank and a
tier
tier 10
8
match is
tank
difficult.
and a tier 10 match, and it's difficult.
Mhm.
You know, and yeah, you can work on being a better player, but it's frustrating when it's all the time, especially for.
This game is a mindset kind of a game, and just like how, you know, you can be born with a different IQ, you know, it's as simple as that. It's the same with this game. Sometimes you just can't get much better because there's so much knowledge being thrown at you in this game that there is a limit for some people as far as they can go. I mean, you can still master the basics. I think every player in the game can definitely get up to a 55 to a 60% win rate just by mastering the basics, for sure. But then there is a cap for a lot of players because there's so much knowledge being thrown at you, and that you have to know, and you have to think quickly on your feet. You have to come up with these strategies. You have to try to figure out how to dictate the game with 30 people in it. And so there's a lot of things, and you have to know how much pen does he have, how much alpha does he have, all these other things. And so yeah, that's why I think this game, there are some players who just cannot get better. I'm not saying that's you. I'm not saying that's Panzer Beef here. But there are some players like that, and +1 -1 will fix a lot of that because there are a whole lot less tanks they have to worry about because they only have to worry about their tier and 1 tier higher or 1 tier lower. And there's that. So the knowledge thing, that's going to help out a whole lot. If you're already super knowledgeable about this game, it will not matter for you. You will still know how much pen a Tiger 2 has as compared to an E100. And so, you know, for you, it will not matter. This is just going to help the lower class for sure. And I really, really appreciate his video on this matter. It's really good. +1 -1 is so good for the game. Crow72, to be determined. He said he'll have one. So we'll see. We're going to save Koala last because his thoughts on the matter are so spot on. He makes some really good points. He's the one I definitely recommend you check out as well. About AnjoDoDestino. Let's go check you out. I'm probably saying your name wrong. Okay, wait. This is amazing. Okay, just watch this. I have a clip like this, but it's nowhere near as impressive as this. Full bars. Okay, look at full bars. Do you see this?
Hello
That's
everyone,
insane.
and welcome to a new video. Today we'll be talking about Operation Overhaul. Many of you may be wondering what is Operation Overhaul. The game, and he's a big fan of the game, just like me, and many of you.
Yes, huge fans.
And his goal, and our goal, should be to ask Wargaming to make our game the best game ever, and help fix all the errors the community asks so much to be fixed.
Yes, they are. And for those of you out there who watched Wargaming stream yesterday, you'll know that they called us the bad guys. Apparently, we are the bad guys in this situation. We are not the bad guys. Like, listening just these guys, every single one of these videos has been mostly respectful, and I really, really appreciate that. Which it's awesome. And to say that what he's saying right now makes him the bad guy, really? No, that's not true at all. If you think you're the bad guy supporting Operation Overhaul because Wargaming said so, no, you're not. You're the good guy. All right, Koala Mentality. He really gets into it here, and he makes some really, really good points throughout the video, and he keeps using the word suppress, I think. Yes, Wargaming is suppressing us, and that's I'd never use that word, and I wish I did, because he's completely accurate about that, as Wargaming is suppressing their community. Oh my. Oop. I'm not subscribed. How's this? Now you're 33. I think I'll let him finish.
The snowflakes out there will continue to play the game no matter what and carry on paying their money and feeding robots cats. But the good players will leave if the stupid stuff continues to happen. So, Operation Overhaul. I've watched Clone Guy's videos multiple times on it, and some of the key points I think I picked up from the video. There are other better key points, but these are the ones I would like to do a bit more on. So the plus or minus one that recently happened, the loading dice event is really good, but didn't happen because Wargaming don't know how to click save after they edit the Word document. And the bugs, and everybody being suppressed. He didn't use the exact word being suppressed, but you know.
It's true. And yeah, so there you go. There's a snippet of his. His is another one I really recommend you watch, because for 24 minutes he really gets into it. And he is a player who has played on PC. He is one of the really good. I don't know if he's one of the top players on PC, but now he's one of the top players on console. So he was probably really good at PC. And he's packing 4,000 something WN8, something like that, and a 69% win rate. So he knows the game very, very well. And he is one of my favorite super unicoms to play with, because he doesn't play for the WN8. He has, like I said, almost 4,000. I think it's 3,900 WN8. And there are other super unicoms out there who have over 4,000. I think one that comes to mind is the Turkey Tank. But the Turkey Tank does not have anywhere near as close to 70% win rates. And that is because there's a difference between these two types of players. One of them plays for the WN8, plays for the damage, plays for the marks of excellence. The other one plays the game to win, because that's the point of the game, is winning. And so he's willing to make that sacrificial play. And he's just started a new channel where he's going to be making some tutorials on the game. And so he, if you want to get good at the game, is a very good person to listen to. And I think he's going to be the new Mad Friday, except with tutorials. So that's really, really cool. But that's it right now. These are the ones that have been sent in. If I missed one of your things, I apologize. I grabbed as many people as I could, and anytime somebody said, hey, I have one, I would write you down immediately, and then I would find your video, and I would save it here on my Operation Overhaul in my Zeta squad. So that's that. But yeah, that's the video. Thanks, guys, for tuning in, and I hope this gives you a better understanding of what the community wants to see And I said there were like 2 people negative towards Operation Overhaul. No, there was really only 1 person negative towards Operation Overhaul in this list, and I literally included everyone. And the only other one who I said wasn't, actually was, Slapfish Jr. was very much supportive of Operation Overhaul. You know, he's just a little bit more supportive of the reskins as well, though. But, you know, it is what it is, and that was kind of the big thing about Operation Overhaul, so maybe he's not quite supportive of it. But bugs he is supportive of, so yeah, I'll give it to him. He's supportive of Operation Overhaul. But that's it. You know, check them out. Now you know the opinions of the community, and as you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not going to say him yet because he hasn't posted one yet. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So 19 players out of 21 are completely supportive of Operation Overhaul. So yeah, there's that. But that's it, guys. That's the video for today. I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you did, slap that like button, comment, subscribe. And tomorrow I think we're going to be having a intro video. All the intros we had in January, because, you know, February is kind of already started. So I'll see you guys then. And take care, guys. And make sure you go check some of these videos out. Give them some thumbs up. Give them some subscribers. Let's make the World of Tanks YouTube community great again as well. Let's just get this game great again, guys. I'm pretty much doing the job of the community manager right now, I feel like. But, you know, it is what it is. Somebody's got to do it, right? Alright, take care, everyone. And peace out.